Good afternoon, friends, family, and anonymous followers. Take a listen to this video.
These are not children that are estranged. These are children who've had no choice. They've been coerced into a false narrative. Sometimes they believe it, sometimes they don't.
My 5 kids were alienated from me even before our divorce was finalized. The 2 older ones saw the light. They came back to me. They realized there were problems on the other side. However, I don't believe that when my kids began to experience parental alienation, there was a choice for them. When they distanced themselves from me, I don't think it was a poor choice on their part. I think with their limited understanding and their baby minds, they made the best choice that they could with the tools that they had.
But the abuser hopes that we're reactive to it. The abuser hopes we are so devastated by it. We should be devastated by it.
In my situation, I was bound by a custody agreement that did not fit us once I realized that my ex-wife was only going to manipulate, lie, and control every aspect. I got to the point where I realized that all of the fighting, all of the arguing, all of the court bullshit was just damaging the kids. So I got to the point where I terminated my parental rights for the reason of allowing the kids to have some reprieve from the chaos. Once I did that, that's when the false protective order applications started to be placed. My ex-wife no longer had control over me, so that's why she started filling out protective order applications. And yeah, the judges allowed them to happen, but not because they found any wrongdoing on my part. They were really only because my ex-wife no longer had control over me, and that's all she wanted to really have.
Scream with your friends, scream with your therapist if you have a good one, and certainly scream in this community. But do not scream with your children, because that actually makes them feel like they disappointed you, and it makes them feel shame. And if they feel shame, they're not going to come towards you. They're going to go away from you.
There are a lot of alienated parents who want to have the kids be responsible for the choices that the kids are making in this situation. But I want to caution every parent that's in this ordeal. It's not the kid's fault. The kids are not responsible even for their own actions and words because they are dealing with the pressure on their end. They're really fighting for their lives.
And that's exactly what the abuser hopes, that they go away from you, that they pull away.
As alienated parents, we have to maintain a lifelong perspective because even as adults, we still need our parents. And childhood only lasts for 18 years. And then these kids are going to have the rest of their lives to figure out what the actual truth is and which parent was truly the problem.